Personally, I wanted to just do a 1v1 race in Jamaica. I thought that would have just been amazing. Me and him just like, hey, we're gonna like sell out the whole stadium. Me and Kishane, right next to each other, lane by lane, just us two dueling it out. I feel like we could have sold out the crowd for sure.
World champion of what? The United States?
Is sprinting about to witness its greatest rivalry since Usain Bolt battled Justin Gatlin? That's the question rocking the track world after NoahLyles, America's sprinting superstar, threw down a bold challenge to Jamaica's newest phenomenon, KishaneThompson. He didn't just hint at a clash, he demanded it. A one-on-one race in Kingston on Thompson's home soil. It was a move that sent shockwaves through the sport, not because Lyles talks big, he always has, but because this time his words targeted the one man whose silence is louder than any trash talk. Thompson, who has barely spoken publicly, didn't answer back with words. He answered with times, 9:77, 9.75, numbers that instantly made him a threat to sprinting's biggest names. This isn't just about speed anymore. It's about pride, legacy, and the soul of sprinting itself. And for the first time in years, fans feel like the sport has the storyline it's been missing. When NoahLyles made his public call-out, it wasn't just entertainment. It was a calculated strike. By demanding a showdown in Jamaica, Lyles wasn't just challenging a sprinter. He was challenging a nation. The US versus Jamaica rivalry has defined the modern era of track, and Lyles knows it better than anyone. But what made his words hit harder was the target. Thompson is no ordinary prospect. He is the man Jamaica believes can bring back Bolt-like dominance. Lyles' challenge felt like the ultimate dare. Come out of the shadows, face me, prove you're more than hype. The moment the clip spread, social media exploded. Half of the fans praised Lyles' guts, calling him the showman the sport needs. The other half saw arrogance, questioning if he really wanted that smoke from a man running sub 9.8s with barely any international experience. Thompson didn't need to clap back. He just kept training, kept running, and kept dropping times that spoke for themselves. The contrast between Lyles' fiery call-out and Thompson's icy silence only made the anticipation grow. This wasn't just hype anymore. It was a storyline sprinting couldn't ignore. NoahLyles has become more than a sprinter. He's the personality keeping American track in the spotlight. With Olympic gold and multiple world championship titles, his credentials are already elite. But it's his flair that makes him stand out. He talks big, he celebrates big, and he understands that sprinting is as much about storytelling as it is about speed. He has carried the weight of US sprinting on his shoulders in the post-Bolt era, telling anyone who will listen that America is back. And for the most part, he's delivered. He's consistent, fearless under pressure, and built for the big stage. But the same qualities that make him a star also make him polarizing. Critics argue he talks more than he runs, that sometimes his words outpace his performances, which is why his challenge to Thompson cuts so deep. For Lyles, this wasn't just about proving himself, it was about controlling the narrative. By daring Thompson to step onto his stage, he reminded everyone who has been at the top of the mountain. But sprinting isn't about talk, it's about times. And that's where Thompson comes in. KishaneThompson couldn't be more different. While Lyles thrives on headlines, Thompson avoids them. He doesn't seek cameras, doesn't boast, and doesn't stir controversy. His weapon is silence and speed. In just a few short years, he's gone from an unknown to Jamaica's biggest hope, clocking 9.77 and 9.75, numbers that place him in conversations usually reserved for legends. In a country still searching for a successor to Bolt, Thompson represents more than talent. He represents a future. Fans describe him as a silent assassin because he never needs to speak. The stopwatch does it for him. Every sub-10 he runs builds his myth, making rivals wonder what else he's capable of. And that's what rattles opponents the most: the unknown. Lyles has raced champions, but Thompson is different. He's still a mystery, a force not yet fully understood. That's why this rivalry feels so dangerous. It isn't just the US versus Jamaica, it's personality versus silence, the showman against the executioner. And when two extremes collide, sparks always fly. Rivalries work best when opposites clash. And in Lyles and Thompson, you couldn't script a better contrast. Lyles thrives on the stage, confident, brash, electric. He knows how to hype a race before the gun even goes off. Thompson, on the other hand, treats every race like business. No talk, no theatrics, just execution. Fans are already picking sides. Some love Lyles's fire, believing his energy is exactly what the sport needs. Others gravitate toward Thompson, seeing him as the purist, talent with no filter, greatness without gimmicks. The psychological game adds another layer. Can Lyles talk his way into Thompson's head? Or is Thompson too cold, too locked in to care? It's the same formula that made Bolt vs. Gatlin legendary, but this time it feels sharper. Lyles is the proven champion, the face of American sprinting. Thompson is the disruptor, the newcomer whose times threaten to rewrite the script. And with every meet they both enter, the tension grows heavier. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time before they line up side by side. When Lyles called for the race in Kingston, it wasn't random. Kingston is sprinting's holy ground. It's where Jamaican legends are made. By demanding to face Thompson there, Lyles wasn't just challenging a man, he was walking into enemy territory. To win in Kingston would mean silencing a crowd that has adored Bolt, Fraser Price, and now Thompson. It would mean America reclaiming sprinting pride on Jamaica's doorstep. The boldness of the challenge shocked even his supporters. It wasn't arrogance, it was strategy. If he could beat Thompson in Kingston, the psychological edge would be massive. But if he lost, the narrative would flip overnight. Thompson wouldn't just be fast, he'd be the man who defended his home against America's best. That's why this challenge wasn't just about one race. It was about rewriting the balance of power. And even though the showdown hasn't happened yet, the anticipation has already made it one of the most talked about rivalries in years. Since Bolt retired, sprinting has been missing a spark. Records have fallen, medals have been won, but the drama, the kind that grabs headlines beyond track fans, has been scarce. That's what makes Lyles versus Thompson so crucial. This isn't just about two sprinters. It's about reviving the US versus Jamaica storyline that made the 100-meter the most electrifying event in sports. For America, Lyles is the showman who can bring track back into the mainstream. For Jamaica, Thompson is the chosen one, the next legend in waiting. Every interview, every race, every split time adds layers to the story. Broadcasters, sponsors, fans, they're all locked in because this rivalry sells. It's personality against mystery, entertainment against execution. And the truth is, sprinting needs this. Without rivalries, the sport risks fading. With them, it thrives. Which is why every missed showdown only makes the next possible race bigger. And when they finally meet, the impact could be seismic. So who wins in the long run? NoahLyles, with his championship pedigree, charisma, and proven ability to perform under pressure? Or KishaneThompson, with raw speed that suggests he hasn't even scratched the surface of what he can do? The truth is, nobody knows, and that's the beauty of it. Thompson's 9.75 suggests world record potential if he stays healthy. Lyles' consistency shows he isn't stepping aside easily. Every upcoming Diamond League meet, every world championship, every Olympic cycle will only add chapters to this story. What's clear is that sprinting finally has its next great rivalry, one that could define the sport for the next decade. Fans have been waiting since Bolt for something like this. And now it's here. Lyles vs. Thompson isn't just two men racing. It's a battle of styles, nations, and legacies. And no matter who wins, sprinting wins with them.